Hello, friends, and welcome to a very special Christmas episode.
Hi, Merry Christmas. Cocoa all around.
What you?
No, like the drink.
What you?
Both, okay. Why not?
So, Pearl, you and Luca and all of your Pokies are spending Christmas this year over at the lab in Enoki Village, hanging out with the professors and Miguel. Captain Ron's supposed to be coming into town, as is Lewis, from all of their various going abouts and things. But
Holiday shopping, you mean, for me and Celie. That's right.
But you all are hanging out with the professors, Professor Hemlock and Professor Spruce, and with Miguel, and spending some time with your Pokemon. Some new friends who you haven't gotten to spend too much time with, and some old friends who you haven't seen in a bit. Who are you spending some time with here in this moment at the lab as you all are hanging out?
I mean, when in doubt, I feel like the holiday season calls for me to be hanging with Elmer because we are making crafts.
Yes, if it's a crafty time, Elmer is there for sure.
We're making popsicle stick Christmas tree ornaments.
Very nice. Who else is hanging around the lab as far as your Pokemon go?
Are you just asking who's in my team right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's on your team right now, and what are they up to as y'all are getting ready for all of your holiday celebrations?
All right, so me, Elmer, and Celia are crafting. Diablo is trying to craft, but he's starting fires instead with the popsicle sticks that he breaks.
Sure.
Curly is hanging out and making it snowy for us.
Nice.
Ambiance.
Yes, snowy ambiance courtesy of the Vanillite.
And Petrie is helping us with the very high ornaments.
And getting sludge all over the branches.
Yeah, trees never looked so good. And then Darla is being petted by one of the professors and not moving.
Nice, yeah. I think that she's actually in Miguel's lap, who finds this psychic cat fox dog very soothing. So you all are having a grand old time there, and Luca's also doing some Christmas activities with his Pokemon as well.
What's he up to?
You tell me. You've got his party right in front of you.
Luca has been charged with decorating with the lights.
Oh, like doing the outside decorations? Okay.
Yes. So him and Toofus are outside putting lights on the trees and stuff. Zilla got her tongue stuck on part of the porch outside. And Elle is taunting Zilla that she'll just slice off the ice off the tongue. And Roxanne is trying to remedy the situation so that does not happen. And Pillsbury believes he's helping with lights.
He believes he is, but what is Pillsbury currently transformed into in his attempt to be helpful with the lights?
He's transformed into Miguel. And he's just looking for the one light that went out.
Yes. There's got to be somewhere along the line, there's got to be just one light that's causing the rest of the string to go out.
And Bonnaroo is attempting to make snow angels, but they're just turning out to be circles.
I think that part of the reason that Miguel is having to soothe himself by petting the Espeon is because he looks out the window and sees his own visage staring back at him with just the dot eyes, and it's very unsettling to him.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So you all are doing all of your Christmas crafts and decorating over at the Pokemon Lab in Enoki Village when flapping rapidly through the air and then sort of plopping in a snowdrift and then running toward the lab. You all see and hear a familiar sight and sound.
There he is. It's the Delibird season, and hoop-de-doop and hickory-dock. Delibirds do not wear socks.
I don't wear socks. No, nothing fits on my feet. Hey, how you guys?
Just exactly at 12 o'clock, there's a Delibird with a problem. Hi, Danny. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Pearl and Luca. Hey, you guys, Merry Christmas. Listen, it's that time of year again. I'm in trouble. Delibird season, Raboot season, Delibird season, Raboot season. No, this is serious. This is very serious.
It always is, isn't it?
Look, I know it's Christmas Eve and you all got a lot of stuff going on. You probably,
Look
celebrate
at
with
the
your
state
friends
of
and
our
family.
tree. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on.
All right, but I got some stuff going on too, and at this point, I don't know who else to turn to besides you guys. All right.
I grab him by the scruff of his feathers.
Hey.
Is it for the real big man this time?
I mean, I work for management, which is where the big man is. So
Hey, how am I looking on that list?
Well, I would tell you, but I don't have my list right now, which is part of the problem.
Oh, everybody stop everything. We gotta help Danny.
Everybody just record scratch and goes inside where Danny very quickly just scribbles. It's completely unintelligible, but he scribbles out the basis of what's going on a whiteboard in the lab.
Who is Pepe Sylvia?
Who is Pepe Sylvia?
Stole the list, Pepe.
Okay. All right, so here's what happened. You remember how last year we went up to wait, and he like looks over for a second and he notices the other humans in the room and he's like,
They're cool. Let me check out.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, anyway, all right. So you know how last Christmas we went up to the Pokemon Village?
Last Christmas we went to the village. The
Oh, yeah.
very next.
So are you gonna? Okay, great. Okay, so you remember how we went up to Velafel Village and the Burger Munster had like
The Burger Munster was mean and all around scene, but then the Christmas magic happened. Keep going, Danny. Remind me what happened last Christmas.
Oh, are you trying to like?
I'm trying to encourage you to sing. It's called inspiration through song. Take it away. Last Christmas. This is your part.
Last Christmas, we went to the village,
Yeah,
but the Burger Monster
Sure.
did some real bad
really bad
stuff.
stuff.
He had the clockwork pokies,
Pokies.
so we had to kick
take
their
them out.
butts.
But
All right, so, all right, I can't do this. I got
you
too many
did
things.
it.
I'm
Just
trying
like
to-
that, you did it. You're putting too many expectations on yourself to be
All
great.
right, okay.
Just inhale. Keep singing.
So, after all of that, we took care of that. It was great. They're all doing great up there, by the way. But I
now-
took the piece. I took the leftover pieces from the clockwork Pokemon to try and make something constructive out of them.
Oh no!
So I
You
don't.
made a monster.
I kind of, yeah. So I don't usually make the presents. I just deliver them. But I've been trying to get a promotion, so I decided that maybe I would try to make something and, help the boss out. So I created what's essentially like a robot Delibird.
Oh no, Danny! Classic issue here.
I called it the Iron Bundle. So it's a mechanical Delibird. It's even faster than a regular one, and it can deliver even more presents. So I put, a little magic into it so, it could think for itself and I wouldn't have to just tell it what to do all the time. I hope it can make smart and good decisions without me telling it what to do. And then that did not go so great for me.
Yep, with all the magic, you forgot to give it a soul.
Yeah, pretty much.
A heart. Now we just got a piece of clangorous junk.
A clinking, clanking, clattering pile of collagenous junk.
Yes, what
Yeah.
you said. Yeah.
Yeah, if it only had a heart. When
you made an off switch, right? That's the natural logic.
Not exactly.
Oh, Danny.
I forgot the heart and I forgot the off switch. I only had so many pieces.
Danny.
I only had so many pieces.
It's fine. We're in a lab. We could build an off switch.
Well, I've got some stuff up at the shop that I think could take care of it.
Great.
But it's in my bag, and it took my bag.
Oh, Danny.
The Iron Bundle decided that apparently I was unfit for my job, and it's not funny.
Well, you're still panting from flying, so I don't know, man.
Because I was trying to get to you because I need help.
Just inhale and exhale a couple times. We'll take your blood pressure here in a second.
All right. So it decided I was unfit for my job. It took my bag of presents, it took the list, and it kicked me out of the workshop.
A quadruple whammy.
Yes, but now we're all in big trouble. This is dire straits for sure. So the Iron Bundle, in its robot ways, has decided that it thinks that any Pokemon and any trainers who fight for fun are naughty.
What?
So it's gonna give the Pokemon all coal, and it's forcing the elves to make devices to cause mass Pokeball malfunction to try to free, and he does air quotes with his little flappy little wings, free them.
I'm a trainer.
I know. That's why I recognize that you would see this as a problem and try to help.
We have to stop everything. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
We gotta save Christmas, everybody. Pack your bag. Diablo, get a snack. You told me you're not hungry, but I know you're gonna be hungry. Not the pretzel sticks again. Pick a veggie. All right, pretzel sticks. I could go for some too.
Okay, so you all pack up your parties and go to follow Danny to make your way to the workshop. How do you all want to do this?
Undercover.
Well, undercover, yes, but Danny says, all right, do you have some flying Pokemon on hand? Do we need to swing by Velvetfoot and get a mode of transport?
Oh, mode of transport.
Because it's gonna, it'll take us a little bit.
Never
And I don't
fear.
have the juice because I don't have my bag to just sort of like magic us there.
How long have you had your job?
A while.
Are you in tenure?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I got a good contract.
I unleash the SS Speedmeister.
Okay.
Look at this horse.
That's not too shabby.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. Hold on. Curly. New. Work your magic. New. She ices it and makes it like a cool snowmobile version.
This'll work. I tell you, okay. This can get us to Velvetfoot Village, and then we can call up some old buddies and they can get us there because we're gonna need to fly the rest of the way. Because it's deep up in the mountains.
I can fly.
All right.
I just gotta change my party out.
Oh, if you don't want to do
Who
that.
are your friends? Are they trustworthy?
It's Randy and Claire.
Oh, let's use Randy and Claire.
And Kringle.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Wait, should we just call them now?
I mean,
I don't have a lot of gas.
they don't have Poke Gears because, they're Pokemon.
Everybody in!
So you all pile into the snowmobile version of the SS Speedmeister and zip off to the north of Enoki Village through the snow to make your way to Velvetfoot Village, the place filled with only Pokemon and no trainers. But somehow, inconspicuously, as you arrive, you find yourselves back in your onesies.
Yay!
Luke is like, oh, I don't think I've washed the Bidoof onesie since last year. Oh, I gotta...
Oh, that's a very teen thing of you to do.
Well, I didn't think about it. I didn't know
very
that I'd be
teeny.
wearing it again, but that's on me.
He wore an itsy bitsy smelly yucky Bidoof onesie that he wore last Christmas this year.
Did you wash yours?
Yeah, Celie does all my laundry.
Oh,
Labor of love, that's right.
Celie's like, as she like gestures to the onesie, and Luke is like, oh wait, you wash mine too? Oh, thanks so much, Celie. Appreciate you.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, looking out, really looking out there,
Labor of
Celie.
love. Yeah, she does all of the Pokemon's laundry.
That's a big relief for me.
She's got one of the biggest Pokeballs, so
Yeah, it's spacious in there from what I
Yeah.
hear. I hear about these parties they have in there all the time.
they're ragers.
So, you all find yourselves in Velvetfoot Village, which last year, when you arrived, it was very gray and sad, and there was sad Mudkip in the corner was crying over not having a toy and everything. But now, as you arrive, it's a much livelier place, and you see that they're in the middle of some holiday celebrations. As you arrive, the Burger Munster, the big Snorlax wearing Lederhosen, is like singing a jolly Christmas carol, with another group as you all are going through the streets. But you all arrive, and you see in the street a couple of Sawsbuck and a Weirdeer.
Cool. Hi, guys.
Hello, Pearl and Luca and Danny. How goes it?
Great. Whenever I'm here, I feel like everything just takes a pause, and then I can move again. And a pause, and then I can move. Look at this.
Yeah, it doesn't feel super like fluid. I feel kind of like choppy.
But I love it. 'Tis the season, I guess.
And Kringle says, yes, no, that's just,
It's what we call stop motion.
well, sure, I was going to go with something else, but why not? And a why not pops out from an alley like, why not?
Stop motion.
Meep, meep.
Yep.
What can we do? How can we help you all here?
We need you to fly us.
Well, you need us to fly you?
Yeah.
To where?
To, hey, Denny.
All right, yeah, I need you to fly us to the workshop. It's a ways up, like past Mushroom Mountain, even further, like in the farthest northern reaches of the region. We got some big problems.
Yeah, Danny kind of whiffed it this year.
Look, All right,
or
long
is
story-
keeping up with his track record.
Long story short, okay?
Long story
Okay?
short, I think I should be added to the payroll. Talk to somebody, or at least an independent contractor once a year. Come
Oh
on.
my gosh. So look, I'll say I tried to do something constructive with all the trash from all the Clockwork Pokies last year. It didn't go great, and now we got a problem.
He tried to recycle, but he did not reduce.
Oh, well, that sounds like a big problem. Yeah, okay, well, sure. Well, it's a good thing you gave us those fly TMs last year, so yeah, we'll take you there straight away.
Perfect.
Yeah. Normally Sawsbuck can't learn fly, but 'tis the season.
'Tis the season. Is that the episode title?
Oh, no, the episode title is The Bundle Clause.
Oh, whoa. I feel like that's the commercial break. Dun, dun, dun. Eyes widened.
Because this year it was the Santa Claus 2. Hello, friends. Jonah here to say thank you for listening to this special Christmas episode of Postcards from Pearl. This will be our last episode of 2022, but we are so excited for what is coming in the new year. As of right now, we've recorded all the way up to episode 122, a fun little coincidence, and we've got some really great stuff coming down the line. The rest of the bugging out arc, maybe some shenanigans with bad guys, maybe a gym battle, who knows? You'll have to keep listening to find out. But the next time we post an episode, Sarah and I will probably be parents, which is crazy to think about. So please bear with us as we find our new rhythm with the baby, and know we've got more awesome episodes coming your way. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our fabulous partner Dice Envy. This week, check out some of their winter favorites like Rhyme Scheme and the Snowball Chunkfinity D4s, a couple of great dice sets with fun snowflake designs on them. You can get 10% off of your purchase at Dice Envy by going to diceenvy.com/Questco or by using the promo code Questco at checkout. That's QUESTCO for 10% off of your entire order. If you're a fan of what we do here on Quest Company Jr. and you want to help us out, please go to our page on the Apple Podcast app or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts and leave us a rating and review. It is a huge help to us, and we read every review that comes in. And if you really love what we do here at Quest Company Jr. and you want to take that next step in supporting us, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. For as little as $2 a month, you can help us with necessary expenses, help us continue to improve the quality of the show, and get access to exclusive content and patron rewards. If you'd like to give us that support, you can do so at patreon.com/Quest Company Podcast. You can find the link to the Patreon on our website, questcompanyjr.com. If you'd like to contact us, you can do so directly through our website or by finding us on Instagram and Twitter at QuestCo Jr. You can also hang out with us in our Quest Company Discord and get all the latest updates on Pocket Monster Fight. The link to that is on our website and Twitter. We know that word of mouth is the best way to get people listening to a new podcast, and that's especially true for independent shows like ours. So we would love to see you posting about the podcast and telling your friends about us. If we see you talking about us or posting fan art using hashtag QuestCo Jr. or hashtag Postcards from Pearl, you might get a character named after you on the show. And if you or your kids have fan art of the podcast that you want to share, just make sure when you post it to tag us so that we can see it. I'd also like to take a moment to thank all of the wonderful Holly Jolly artists whose music is featured in this episode. Thank you to GlitchxCity for Diamond and Pearl Route 216 remix and Johto Ice Path remix. Thank you to Zame for Area Zero BW remix, Vast Ice Mountain Peak remaster, Battle Area Zero Pokemon arrangement, and Laverre City Christmas arrangement. Thank you to Chimney Givers for On Christmas Eve, Chasing the Bag, and From Me to You. Thank you to 91 Nova for Krampus and Nitemare B4. Thank you to Par for Goth Christmas. Thanks to Etienne Roussel for A Winter's Night. Thank you to T. Mori for Sneaky Fingers. Thank you to DJ Dins the Rooster for Hot Winter and Carol of the Trap. And thanks to Howard Harper Barnes for My Only Wish is Love.
And thank you to tabletopaudio.com for providing these festive, wintry, ambient sounds.
That's all for me, so let's get back to the action and help Danny take down the Iron Bundle. Thanks for joining us here at Quest Company Jr. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. you all fly through the snowy evening as you travel for quite a ways, deep into the mountains. You pass by Mushroom Mountain, you wave to Old Man Winter, the bear tick, and as you have left Velvetfoot Village, everything's back to regular. It seems as though only in that one particular village is everything in stop motion.
Whoa, Luca, hold my hand. And we do the electric chaining thing.
Ooh.
Wow, can't do this at home,
No.
huh, guys?
It's so fluid. But we see the 3 deer flying through the air, you on the back of Randy, Luca on the back of Claire, and Danny Delibird riding on the back of Kringle the Weirdeer.
Amazing.
Randy's bright red nose is illuminating the skies as he uses flash, and so you all make your way through the snow.
This is fit for a job right here, Danny.
Yeah, it's
You kept training all year. I'm being so mean.
It's almost like you're bitter about the fact that I only come to you when I have problems.
Yeah, I mean, a nice note, just a touch base would be nice every now and then.
You never come visit me. I come to the
I
Yawning
write you
Yum all the
letters
time.
all the time.
I come to the
write
Yawning
letters to
Yum all the time, and I hang out, and I'm there in the lobby.
All right. Well, you know what? Fine. It's time to air out our grievances.
It's time for the airing of grievances.
And I got some with you.
Look, maybe we skip the airing of grievances and we just go straight to the feats of strength, because that's what we're going to need.
Yeah, good point.
That's what we're
I
gonna
also gotta
need.
stay on this nice list, so I might be teetering.
Well, yeah, you're already on the bundles
I got a
naughty
little
list,
Diablo
so.
this year. It's a little, yeah. It's a little,
Who just pops out from behind your back as you're writing the song, like, yeah.
yeah.
So, as you all fly, eventually you make your way to the workshop, which is tucked deep into the mountains in the far, far north of the Kanoko region.
Ooh, got a little Lord of the Rings there for a second.
Yes. As you arrive, you see that this is not the North Pole. It is far north, but it's not the North Pole. But it certainly does have a whimsical Christmas flavor, or at least it would.
Ooh.
But now it appears as though there's a lot more chrome. Chrome is everywhere. And you see what looked like, might have at one point been like a whimsical little, gingerbread outpost or something. It's just chrome.
No. Is there
Yes.
a merry-go-round in the middle of the town square?
Yes, but it's chrome.
No! Wait, so this is where the big man lives, huh?
No, this is just my spot.
Here's the other thing. Every year, I think I'm getting closer when I'm around you, and I'm not.
Well, I mean, you're technically closer in the sense that this is as far north as we've gone for any of it.
All right.
No, so
does he have a condo somewhere?
well, I mean,
Timeshare?
he's got the big workshop.
I would like
and
to
that's
go
where
there.
management and everything is at the big workshop.
I would like to go there.
This workshop, so, okay, here's how it works. There's a lot of Delibirds all around the place. Each of us have an assigned region. So I'm assigned to the Kanoko region, all right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm assigned to the
She's
Kanoko
biting her
region.
tongue from saying anything sassy right now.
So normally we don't make the stuff. They make the stuff at the big workshop and then they send it to us. So our workshops are really more like a shipping center.
Uh-huh. Biting her tongue harder.
So all the unwrapped presents, all the goodies, toys, all that stuff, that comes from management. And then me and my team, we consult the list and then we prepare the presents for delivery and then I deliver them on Christmas Eve.
A lot of divvying up of tasks.
Well, I mean, look, the big guy knows how to delegate, all right?
Haha, delegate to Delibirds. Nice. All right.
Hey!
High five. All right, well, let's bust up this Tinker Town. She kicks the merry-go-round. Ow.
Yeah, it's just metal. It's hard, cold metal.
Why, cruel world?
So, as you all arrive here in, I like Tinkertown.
Thank you.
Whatever sign they had originally up there has been replaced with a hard, cold, like, nondescript font. It's just Tinkertown.
Whoa, they got ears everywhere.
It changes just like, oh, that's it. It's all chrome, but it's a LED screen, and it's just zzz, Tinkertown.
Oh, they got ears everywhere.
Going
They know
across
we're
the
here.
front. So, what you all will have to do, Danny tells you, is that you're going to need to sneak into the workshop. He also tells you, all right, so this was something that I saw that the bundle started working on and was probably close to finishing before he kicked me out, so it's probably finished by now. But the Iron Bundle was working on something that it was calling Biddy Bundles.
I love it. I would buy one.
It's basically like my elf team. It's like them, but also robots.
Oh no, Chrome with no heart.
Chrome.
Or off switch.
Correct. No, I'd say the Iron Bundle probably specifically did not get that. But we got to save my team, and then hopefully we'll be able to access my bag of presents. If we can find that, inside of that, I got a couple of things that should be able to help us. If I can grab a Thunder Wave jump drive, I didn't put an off switch, but it's got USB inputs, so I can stick in a jump drive, Thunder Wave, and short circuit it. And then if I can grab an item pod, I can, since it's not really a Pokemon, I can put it in the item pod, and we'll catch it. And if we can do that, then we should be able to stop it.
Okay, so
But
you're
I'd
saying
imagine-
sneak in.
Yeah, so we'll sneak in. And I'd imagine that it's probably going to be over at the launch pad, which is deep in the back. So if we go and do the front, we'll try to sneak in, keep it real quiet like, and then we'll try to stop the bundle from taking off before. Oh gosh, okay. We're getting real close to takeoff time. Yeah, so we should probably, make this quick.
What are we waiting for? Yeah.
All right.
I've been sharpening the whole time so that I didn't hurt you in your soul, Jonah.
Thank you.
The whole time I'm while he's talking about being quiet and stuff because I'm sick. I'm working on a candy cane. And when I go, what are you waiting for? I pop out my candy cane and it's now been shaped as a spear.
Oh my gosh.
And it can. I'm gonna use it as a lock picking tool.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Okay, great.
Okay, so you have been warned that the Iron Bundle is...
Mean, ugly, no heart.
Well,
no
I don't know
off
about
switch.
ugly. I made it pretty photorealistic. But it
So Pearl.
it is going to send coal to the naughty Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's going to send out all of these Pokeball malfunction
stressed
devices.
out as a child over here.
And that it has also created these bitty bundles, which are metallic chrome versions of his elf team.
So here's the thing: as we're sneaking, okay.
Yeah,
we're
as
sneaking.
you everybody Scooby doing.
So here's the thing:
Yeah?
so you call us so that you don't get your butt fired by the big man, huh?
Well, at least so I don't get demoted, yeah?
Oh, well, okay, cool. Cause we could just call the big guy down here, and he'd probably be able to fix this all here.
I don't know. It's a pretty good robot, so
Okay.
it could be a problem.
Chances are, though, he could do it.
Well,
And so maybe I need to finagle a little bit better positioning where this job does require the cost of guaranteed nice list until I am, I don't know, for life? I'm still 10 even though I've celebrated 4 Christmases with you.
As long as you're in,
And we're still sneaking.
as long as you're in the Kanoko region, I'll make sure you're on the nice list.
All right.
Look, I got something really nice in the bag for you if you can help me out, okay?
Shake on it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And
You
then
take his little flipper
poke
fin.
Poke his little fin with my candy cane.
Ow!
And a little blood draws, and I draw my blood, and we do a blood pact. We do a blood oath.
Oh no!
It's called the peppermint chain.
I am very uncomfortable with what just happened.
I'll get you a Band-Aid set this for Christmas. I'll leave it underneath the trees and sit next to your cookies.
All right, well, I mean, we're here anyway, so
So blood oath,
what choice I got? Okay.
peppermint oath, yeah. Celia, hook me up with another candy cane.
Ooh,
Yeah, I can get it done in time for it to pick a lock again.
Okay, so you
Dispose
all
of the
are-
IV.
Oh my
Silly.
gosh.
ooh.
So you all are sneaking toward the workshop, toward this main entrance here. As you all are sneaking, you see that as much as some of the outer parts here are covered in chrome, it looks as though it's like half and half once you hit the main building here. There's parts of it that are still holly jolly, and then there are other parts that are chrome. But as you approach, you can see that through the windows there are lights from inside, and there is the big entrance. So go ahead and just roll. Give me a little roll to sneak. Danny's going to help. Danny will give you a +1 for lending a hand.
10.
Yo, very nice. With a 10, that is a full success for you sneak. So with a 10 plus, you sneak successfully and you gain the benefits of hiding. So very nice. As long as you do not do anything to, blow your cover, you will remain hidden.
Great.
Which also, being hidden means you've got advantage to use a move against Pokemon that are unaware of your position, but attacking, moving out into the open, or, doing any other kind of big action will reveal your position and cause you to no longer be hidden.
Ooh.
So essentially, you've got an opportunity to get a drop on the baby bundles.
Okay, great.
Great. So you approach quietly. It is hard to hear your footsteps from outside with the snowfall, and you all stick to the shadows as you and Luca and Danny are sneaking up. Who is in the front of your party right now?
You know what? I was just thinking that myself. Okay, I'm going to have Diablo at the front of my party.
Okay, Diablo is at the front of your party. Who's at the front of Luca's?
Zilla?
All right, so Diablo and Zilla up toward the front, sneaking along with y'all. And then the Sawsbuck and Weird Deer are like,
Hey, do you want us to, should we just kind of follow behind you guys? Like, what do you want us to do now?
You guys should stay as close to the exit as possible. But if you hear us do this really loud whistle, which I'm not going to do, or just start screaming for help, you guys are our exit out of here.
Yes, so we will wait for your signal.
Yeah, you can't become captive at any cost.
All right, we will wait out here, stick to the shadows and the snow, yes, and we shall be prepared to make an expedient exit, or whatever else may be required, yes.
I've never seen your mouth move so easily. So fluid.
Ah, yes, it feels so smooth out here, strange to be out of the village, yes. Strange indeed.
yeah, okay. Well, while he's
really
thinking
changed.
about that, while he's thinking about that, you guys go ahead. We'll wait back here.
Okay, great.
All right, see you in a little bit.
So you will give them a loud signal if you need them, but they will stay outside. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way to the front entrance. As you approach, there are windows with light coming from inside, and then there is the big door.
Okay.
What do you do, adventurers?
Am I inside?
You are outside at the door.
Oh, where's the workers' entrance?
Oh, you want to, we got another entrance around the back, yeah.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a roll to survey environment.
7?
7. Okay. You can ask one question from the survey environment list if you would like.
Am I headed in the right direction / best direction?
Cool. So, as you are considering that,
Danny says, yeah, okay, no, that's actually a good idea, not to use the front door. That's using the old noodle. Nice. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're coming around the side entrance, and then we'll sneak in that way. That's good thinking. That's probably a lot better than just doing the front door like I was leading us to, yeah?
Okay, yeah. Gotta think, you probably used to using the front door, but your employees, what's their day-to-day?
Right, that's true.
And as you all are walking around the side, you're sort of ducking under the window with the view to inside, but you see some shadows moving around inside.
Ooh.
But you all sneak around and make your way to the workers' entrance. A smaller door, actually looks about Pearl-sized for the small Pokemon that apparently work here.
I would like to unlock it with my candy cane.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your agility.
Oh, yeah. It's a 12.
A 12.
Yeah, homie.
You pull the candy cane out of your mouth, which you have fashioned with your spit to just straight up look like a key.
Yes.
Which you insert into the lock, gently turn, and it clicks open very quietly.
I turn to Danny. They don't call me Pearl for nothing.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't impressed. Where did you learn to do that?
A lot of time on the boat, a lot of doors that they did not want me to get into.
So you learned how to make candy cane keys?
Look at my teeth. They were made for this.
So I'm going to say that with that full success, you're going to be able to unlock the door and not alert the baby bundles inside to your presence.
What a win.
Keep on accidentally wanting to say bitty babies, but they're not that.
Bitty babies, that would be so sad.
But they're bitty bundles.
Bitty bundles.
as you all make your way inside, very quietly and sticking to the shadows, you all are able to see what is going on here in this main shipping center of this workshop, this half holly jolly, half chrome room. In the middle, there are currently bound, caged, miscellaneous, like holiday themed ways of being held captive. You see that like some of these Pokemon are like behind little candy cane bars.
Wrapped
Other ones
in
are
tinsel.
other ones are wrapped up in tinsel. All of these sort of ways. But it seems as though all of the quote elves that Danny was talking about are just baby Pokemon / ice types. You see that. You see that there's like a Snover who is behind the candy cane bars. There's a Happiny that's all tied up in tinsel. A Bonsly that's just under a stack of what are apparently very heavy ornaments.
No! Monsters!
And you see that guarding them are 3 bitty bundles.
Oh, you're definitely on the naughty list.
They're, go ahead and roll a logic roll to see if you can discern what they're supposed to be.
That's a 4.
They look like robots.
So evil.
But you see that there are a plethora of actual Pokemon that are tied up, contained in whatever ways here. And all of them are wearing like little elf costumes. But they're all sad because they have been captured by the Iron Bundle and its bitty bundles.
You're breaking my heart, world. Pearl thinks to herself, man, even if wasn't getting the whole nice list for life, I would still do this.
And that's why you're on the nice list.
So what are you gonna do? They are not aware of your presence.
Okay, guys. Danny, me and Luca will distract them. Okay, so we're gonna start to battle them.
Okay.
But you walk around and try to free these little elves.
Okay, I could do that, yeah.
Okay.
If we could do it quickly, like if we can take these robots out real quick, we might be able to not let the Iron Bundle know that we're here, and we could still get the jump on it if we could do it quick.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how are you going to go about this? There are 3 of them. We'll say that there's one that appears to be the tallest, that is standing on 2 legs and is over near the Pokemon that are in the candy cage. Mm-hmm. We'll say there's one that is small, but it's got a big head and big ears, and it's over near the Bonsly. There's also a Snover under there with the Bonsly, trapped under all the ornaments. So, big ears is over there. And then there's one that's got a funky little robot hat, also appears to be walking on 2 legs and sort of spinning around a little bit. And it is, as it's spinning, tying up more of the elves in the tinsel.
I guess we'll go for the tall one.
Are y'all both going after the same one, you and Luca, or are you splitting off?
I feel like once we start fighting them, they'll see us.
That is a fair assumption, yes.
Okay, great. So I think we're going to split off.
Okay, cool. So are you going after the big one?
Yeah.
Cool. And which one is Luca heading towards with Zilla?
The one that still is tying people up.
Okay, toward the one that's got the funky little hat and is spinning around and currently in the process of tying up a sad-looking little Badoo. First off, we'll have Pearl, you go, and then Luca, and then we'll actually roll initiative for how the rest goes.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. So, as you and Diablo sneak over toward the tall one who is near the candy cane cage, what's he gonna do?
I want to use Fire Spin.
Cool. Go ahead and roll to hit with advantage as you are hidden.
Flat 10.
Flat 10. Nice. Go ahead and roll 1d6.
6.
6 turns of Fire Spin. I doubt that it'll last that long, but nice. Cool. So you activate the Fire Spin. Whoosh! This wheel of flame circles around this bitty bundle,
Time to get toasty.
which, now that you are close to it, looks to resemble a Tyrogue, but that is a robot. But roll your damage. It's going to be 1d6 plus 7.
8.
8 points of damage. Nice. That is going to be 8 minus its special defense and doubled. So then that is going to be 12 points of super effective damage to Robo-Rogue. And it is immediately trapped in this fire spin. Meanwhile, for Luca, what's he going to do?
Luca's going to use Stealth Rock.
Okay, Luca's using Stealth Rock on this one that now that he's a little closer, realize it looks like a little robotic mime junior. So go ahead and roll to hit with advantage on the Stealth Rock against Robo-Mime.
It's at 11.
An 11. Great, a full success. Go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 8 for that damage.
13.
Okay, that is going to be not very effective damage. So 13, you said, minus its defense. So it's going to be 8 half to 4 points. But there are these pointy rocks surrounding it now, as Robomime is the one who is trapped. But as with a char and char, they let those attacks loose. The Robomime, Robo-Rogue, and Robo-Chew all notice you. Roll initiative.
Oh, hi. Ding dong, just your friendly neighbor, carolers. No need to look over here. Pearl got a 7.
Okay.
Oh, Luca got a 6.
Okay, so you all will be going last in initiative, as the order will be Robo-Rogue, Robo-Chew, Robomime, Pearl, and then Luca. So, as the robotic Tyrogue sees the Charmander, it immediately comes over, still wreathed in this flame. But for the moment, it is distracted from its duty of watching over the captured Pokies. So it runs over toward you with Diablo, and the Robo-Rogue is going to use a Mach Punch followed by a Brick Break.
Oh, there's still fire all around him?
Correct. It is still wreathed in flame. And so at the end
Mini
of
robots
its
by
turns, at the end of its turns, it will take fire damage.
Mini robots by a roasting fire.
That is a 10 total to hit for the Mach Punch.
All right, I suppose.
So that is going to be 8 minus what is Diablo's defense?
3.
3. Okay, so it's going to be 5 double to 10 points of damage from the Mach Punch. And then that is an 11 to hit with the Brick Break. And that is going to be 14 minus your defense, so 11 double to 22 points of super effective damage from the Brick Break.
On Diablo?
Yes, on Diablo.
What type of,
Those were fighting moves, so they are super effective against the dark type Vapor variant Charmeleon. That is Robo-Rogue's turn. That will then take us to Robo-Chew, as this robotic Pichu is going to come over. And let's see, I'm just going to roll. Odds, it comes over towards you. Evens goes over towards Luca. Okay, the Robo-Chew comes over towards your direction.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
You see sparking coming from its robotic cheeks as it sends out this electric terrain. So the whole Chrome workshop has been electrified, but that is what Robo-Chew does on its turn. Meanwhile, Robomime goes to use a mirror shot against Zilla, which is going to be a full success with a 10, dealing 12 minus Zilla's special defense, 9 double to 18 steel damage to Zilla.
They're beating up the babies.
As it uses that mirror shot. But that is the Robomime's turn. Oh, at the end of Robo-Rogue's turn, it needs to take that fire damage. And also, as Zilla is hit with the mirror shot, I need for Zilla to tough it out plus logic.
I just rolled 2 6s.
Oh, nice. She will not have a debuff to her next attack against it. Nice.
Ooh, yeah, girl.
Sweet. But at the end of Robo-Rogue's turn, go ahead and roll a d6 plus 7 as it takes that fire damage.
11.
All right, so that's going to be 9 double to 18 points of super effective damage as the Robo-Rogue looks as though it is in a very bad spot and that one more good hit will probably take it out.
Nice.
But that will then take us now to your actual turn, Pearl. The fire seems to be stripping the paint and melting the smaller gears of the robotic Tyrogue.
I think I'm going to actually swap out.
All right, who are you going to swap out to?
Nobody on my team should faint at Christmas. I'm going to swap out to Petrie.
All right, cool. Swapping out to Petrie the Muck. So you pull back the Charmeleon and you send out Muck, who...
Shh, Muck, go stealthy. I know the flames were exciting.
What is the one little Christmas accessory that Petrie is wearing? What is the one little prop that has been just placed on top of this pile of sludge?
Oh, man.
Is it just a little Santa hat?
It's a little bow tie with mistletoe.
Excellent. Perfect. Love it. That was just for me. Great. So you, as your main action, have swapped out from Diablo to Petrie the Muck.
And
What would you like to do?
I don't think this is going to be effective, but I can do an agile style.
Yes.
So let's just try. Can we try like Sludge Wave?
An agile style sludge wave would hit like everything and everybody.
Okay, I was curious if I could have any control over it. Then maybe an agile Veno shock?
You can attempt an agile style Veno shot. Go ahead and
It's not
roll.
going to go well. They're resistant to poison. Oh, wow. I just wasted such a good roll on this, too. It's a flat 11.
A flat 11. Yeah, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll your 3d6 plus 10.
18.
Okay, so 18, which will be 16, halved to 8 points of damage. As you would think, that just from the sheer force of this muck, just slamming into the Tyrogue with this Veno shock. Petrie looks confused for a moment with a as the Tyrogue is immune to poison, being partially this steel type.
Why, I oughta.
That is your turn, though. It is then going to be Luca's turn.
Okay, let's use Bulldoze.
Okay, she's going to use Bulldoze against the Robo-Mime. Go ahead and roll.
10.
10, a full success. Excellent. Go ahead and roll for that Bulldoze. That's going to be 2d6 plus 8.
17.
17. Nice. Minus its defense save. That's going to be 14 doubled to 28. More than enough to take out the Robo-Mime as it is hit with this Bulldoze. Just robot pieces go everywhere. Nice. That is Luca's turn then. Well, actually, unless that was just a regular Bulldoze, so you could still do something with an extra action if you would like.
Let's do an agile Bulldoze on the other guy.
Great. An agile Bulldoze. Go ahead and roll.
It's an 8.
An 8 is going to be a mixed success. So go ahead and roll that damage. That is just going to be the 1d6 plus 3.
7.
7 points of damage. That will be 6 doubled to 12 points, as that looks like that already took a big chunk out of the Robo-Chew. The bitty bundles don't seem to be the sturdiest things around.
Yeah.
But that is Luca's turn, which will then take us back to Robo-Rogue, who is going to rush headlong at the muck, attempting to use Bullet Punch and Iron Head. Bullet Punch misses with a 6.
That's right.
Going for that quick jab, it just finds no purchase in the warbly sludge pile that is muck. But that will be a mixed success for Ironhead as it slams into him. So that will be 12 points of damage minus his defense.
5.
Okay, so that will be 7 points of steel damage to the muck. At the end of his turn, go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 7.
9.
9. Okay, so that's going to be 7 double to 14 points as it is continually surrounded by that fire spin. The Robo-Rogue just falls to pieces.
Nice.
Leaving only Robo-Chew, who, now that it has got this electric terrain going, is going to use a flash cannon, which is going to be a mixed success with a 9. Dealing 19 minus your special defense. So 14 points of steel damage from the flash cannon to Petrie.
Everybody wants to beat up on Petrie now, huh?
That is the Robo-Chew's turn, which will then take us to you, Pearl.
I want to use Flamethrower.
Nice, a flamethrower as it is.
And I just want to like load up Petrie and then go, keep the change, you filthy animal. And then use a Flamethrower.
He like burps to use flamethrower.
Yes.
Nice. Go ahead and roll to hit.
It's a 10.
Okay, goodbye, little robot
Goodbye.
Pikachu. Go ahead and roll that damage. Just 4d6 plus 7.
18.
18. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, it had 8 left. So that 16 double to 32. Yeah, it's out. It's done. Robo-Chew is done.
And then I like to, I imagine I blow off the smoke from Petrie. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
All right.
Hey, you guys, we did it! But don't celebrate. Be quiet, okay?
All of the elf Pokemon just sort of quietly like, celebrate as much as they can. As during
Remember
that,
my
like,
name.
Danny got the first couple untied, but he's
I'm
working on the
untied.
rest.
Remember my name, Pearl.
And I start handing out business cards.
They all seem very impressed and do take your business cards. They're like, oh, very nice.
Now, here's what I'm debating.
Yes.
Do we try to make them into an army that helps us, or do we set them free in the escape route?
They do seem to be a bunch of babies that aren't super, like, you know.
Darn
that,
it.
I mean, you experienced the strength of the bitty bundles, and they were able to subdue these Pokemon. So
You're right.
do with that what you
You're
will.
right. I can't lead them all into a Christmas shenanigans slaughter.
Okay, all right, now quietly, follow the exit. You'll see 2 happy reindeer that will greet you.
And also an old one.
Find your way to safety.
So you
Feliz
guide them all
Navidad.
out.
Feliz Navidad.
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
And just as they go, oh, Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, I'll take another candy cane. Thank you. Pearl, remember my name. Remember my name.
Oh my
remember my name.
So
Here's my list. Sealy put it on the back of the business card.
Order.
It says fold out.
you usher them all outside to safety so that you can now deal with the Iron Bundle.
That went well.
Yes, the element of surprise was on your side. Go ahead and make another stealth sneaky roll. Danny's giving you a +1 from lending a hand.
Wow,
since you're in his shop.
that is it, man. Because I got a 7-8 on my own, so Danny makes it a 9.
Cool. That's a mixed
Oh,
success.
Ho, ho, the flame flower hung where you can see. Some little bee tree wants to make you scream. Oh, have a holly. Sorry, guys.
So, as you are ushering them out as quietly as possible, but there is the sound of the scurrying of little feet and whatnot.
Tiny little hammers.
Tiny little hammers. They are all making their way out, and Danny says,
Hey, you guys, I found the bag.
Great.
I don't know why the bundle doesn't have the bag.
Out here. Look inside the bag.
okay.
He looks inside the bag. He's like, no, this is definitely my bag. So I don't know what that's about. Okay. Tell you what. Let's try. I don't know if this will help or not, but maybe if we're incognito.
And he just throws some
He goes Ernest saves Christmas style on us.
some loose clothing items out of the bag. He's like,
Hey, I don't know. Is this anything?
So he throws out of the bag o' presents a couple of miscellaneous clothes, yes, but also a couple of held items. So specifically things that are of use to you. He throws out a covert cloak and a utility umbrella.
He says, yeah, so we can look inconspicuous.
Great.
So you can choose, do you want you or Luca to have which of those between the covert cloak and the utility umbrella?
I think the umbrella is the easiest thing for us to clean with Petrie, so I'll take the umbrella.
Okay, cool. So you take the umbrella and Luca takes the covert cloak. So just so you know, the covert cloak keeps a Pokemon from being affected by additional effects of moves. So, anything that's like, it does damage and also this, that
Oh,
Pokemon is not
nice.
affected by the also this.
That's cool.
So that's what Luca's got. And then you have the utility umbrella, which is also very funny to me, as Petrie with his little mistletoe bow tie and now holding a little umbrella. That is a Christmas-themed umbrella. This umbrella protects the holder from the effects of weather.
Oh, I love that.
There you go. So those are the things that he threw out of there, along with just some other miscellaneous disguise things. He's like, I don't know if this is anything, but this is
I
what I
love it.
got.
Mustaches are always the right decision.
Yeah. So you guys are all
Wait a
like,
second.
Yeah.
There's a tiny little maintenance man uniform in here.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
this again.
Hop in.
I am a tiny little maintenance man.
The return of the tiny little maintenance man.
For the holiday season, get your tiny little maintenance man now. Believe me, parents, kids, you'll both love it.
For 3 easy payments of $19.99. So you all dress up in these covert costumes. That's what I'm calling your mixed success. You have a disguise that's not that helpful.
I love it.
So
Danny says, all right, look, so back there, that's the way to the launch pad. And I hear some movement happening out there. So I think that's what we gotta do.
Okay.
All right.
So you all make your way back there, sneaking the best you can. And as you make your way out to the launch pad, where Danny usually departs for his present deliveries, you see the scene outside. You see that the Iron Bundle, this mechanical Delibird, is currently finishing the process of loading up its big mechanical sleigh. It's got a big rocket on the back. There's nary a reindeer to be seen, just a big rocket on the back. And helping load it are 2 colossals who are just pumping more coal into the back of the sleigh.
Oh no. Silly.
My tears turned into icicles, and I can't blink. Ah, thanks.
But there is a quick moment before you all are noticed. As Pearl, what do you do to alert them to your presence?
I pull out a snowboard behind my back. I snowboard down to a cool flip and say, "Stop in the name of Christmas!"
Nice. As you do so, the Iron Bundle turns around with the two Colossal and says, "Get them! Roll initiative."
Snowballs attack! Wow, well, I think the snowboard actually is really a hindrance for me with this initiative. Because I just rolled a 4, so I think I gotta get my feet out.
Hold on. I'm better at this when I'm standing on my 2 feet and I can bend.
Luca rolled good, though. He rolled a 10.
Oh, nice. Okay, so with initiative rolled, our order is going to be Luca, the first Colossal, the second Colossal, and then you, Pearl. As the Iron Bundle has said, "Get them!" it appears to have turned around in the sleigh and is pressing buttons and pulling levers and knobs and things like that, quickly attempting to prepare for a takeoff. So Luca's turn is first. What is he gonna do?
Bulldoze strong style.
A strong style bulldoze against the first Colossal. Go ahead and roll to hit. Oh, dang, you know what, too? You know what else?
What?
Bulldoze. Well, first of all, what'd you roll to hit?
9.
9. Cool. That is a mixed success. Bulldoze is a multi-target move, and these two Colossal were next to each other loading up the sleigh.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that damage for that 4d6 plus 3.
19.
19. Okay, so then that is going to be 13 double to 26 points to each of them.
Nice, Zilla. Yeah, she's like, "For Christmas!"
That is Luca's turn as she lets loose, just throws a tantrum.
Well, how dare you? How do you think you are? You trying to ruin Christmas? I'm not naughty. I've been really nice. I've been trying really hard to be nice.
Just right, let it out!
Great. That is Luca's turn as Zilla hits them with that bulldoze. That is then going to take us to the Colossal's turn. Both of them just seeing the Pokemon that are out on the field, which is Larvitar and... Muck. Cool. Seeing the two of them, both of them on their turns, are going to use Tar Shot. So I need for both Zilla and Petrie to tough it out plus might.
Okay, Zilla just rolled a flat 11 plus 4.
Amazing.
8, 9.
Okay, and 9, so a mixed success. So Zilla does not have any of her stats lowered. Muck will have his speed reduced by 1, but both of them are going to become 1 level weaker to fire type moves as they are covered in this dark and sticky substance that the Colossals spew out and cover them in.
Interesting. Very interesting.
That is their turns, which will then take us to you, Pearl.
Okay. I want to use Flamethrower on the main man in the sled.
Okay, flamethrower
You imposter!
Okay, flamethrower on the Iron Bundle. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I like marshmallows in my hot chocolate, but toasted! 11.
11. That is going to be a full success. Very nice.
It's not a natural 11.
Yes, an 11 total. Excellent. Roll that damage.
Whoa! 27.
27. Very nice. Okay, let's see here. 27 is going to be, minus his special defense, 24 points of fire damage to the Iron Bundle.
Oh, he's different.
It does appear to be a different typing than a standard Delibird, but 24 points of damage.
Can I try an agile style Venoshock?
You could, yes.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be effective, but let's see.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
We got to stop this man in the sled. Oh, man, I just rolled a 3, so it's not going to be enough. It's 5. I whiff it.
Okay, that will not hit as the Iron Bundle ducks down into the sled, and you just see its little mechanic flappy wings still pushing buttons and things, trying to initiate the takeoff sequence. That is the end of your turn, though, which will take us back up to the top. It is round 2, and the thrusters appear to be engaging on the sled. What is Luca going to do?
No, that's really scary. We can't let that sled go.
So it appears as though the Colossal have positioned themselves between you all and the Iron Bundle, especially after that initial surprise there. They're shoring up their defenses to try to help the Iron Bundle make it to take off.
All right, I think we'll bulldoze again in strong style, though.
Cool, another strong style bulldoze. Go ahead and roll to hit the Colossals. As Larvitar just gets right up in front of them. They're so much bigger than she is, but she's like,
Now you listen up. I got something to say to you.
She's passionate about the holidays, folks. It's a nat 12. It's not a nat 12. It's 12.
12 total?
Yeah, she's passionate.
Great. That is going to be 4d6 plus 8.
22.
22 minus their special defense. That is going to be 16 doubled to 32 points of super effective ground damage to both of the Colossal. 32 points of damage. Not bad at all.
Way to go, Zilla. You fight for your Christmas rights.
Okay, both of them are looking pretty roughed up after that. These big ground type attacks exploiting the weaknesses of the Colossal. That is Luca's turn. That will then take us to the first Colossal, who is going to use Flame Charge. They're both going to use Flame Charge, one against each of them. The first one is going to be a 10 to hit Zilla, and then the next one's going to be an 11 to hit Petrie. So, with those full successes, Zilla is going to take 9 points of fire damage, and Petrie is going to take, as Petrie becomes vulnerable rather than just normally effective, so that will actually be 7 doubled to 14 points of super effective fire damage.
All right.
But roll 2d6 as it has hit you with a melee type move.
Just 7.
7? Okay. The Colossal does not flinch because of the stench. That will then take us to your turn, Pearl.
What if I try to Venoshock the sled and like the jets?
You can attempt to. They do also appear to be very chrome.
What if I try to flamethrower the sled?
Yeah, you can certainly try to. I will say the Colossal are in the way, so you would have maybe a bit of a minus to hit if you attempted to do that, if you're trying to do that like around the Colossal.
Okay, I want to try it.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. I'm just going to say it's got a -2 to hit with whatever you would normally roll. So I think it's just a flat roll.
It's a 7.
A 7's a mixed success, so it will graze the sled. So go ahead and roll your flamethrower damage.
11 plus 2 is 13.
13. It doesn't have defense, so that's just going to be 26 points of fire damage to the sled, as it is super effective against the steel sled.
All right, cool.
That is your turn, which is going to take us to the top of round 3. As now sputtering a bit, it looks as though the sled is about to start lifting off of the ground as he's trying to get away. That will take us to Luca's turn.
Okay, another strong style bulldoze.
Another strong style bulldoze. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Come on, Zilla. Yeah.
Luca begins trying to whistle loudly for the deer.
13. Oh, nice. Good thinking, Luca.
Did you say 13 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. 4d6 plus 8.
19.
19. 19 points of damage. Yowza. Okay, so that's going to be 13 double to 26 points of damage. As, gosh, Zilla is
so
like
strong right
tanking
now.
these things out. They both look real bad right now, as this little Larvitar is just going hard with the bulldoze. Nice. That is Luca's turn as she continues yelling,
And if you think that you're gonna give me gold for Christmas or my good friend Elmer, you are mistaken. You are sorely mistaken.
Or my good friend Elmer. Yeah.
That is going to then take us to the Colossal's turns, who I think because they're taking so much damage from Zilla, are going to both attempt to hit Zilla with flame charges.
Oh, sorry, Zill.
First one misses with a flat 3, even with the boost that it gets from her having used strong style. Oh my gosh, they both rolled flat 3s.
Yay! She's just too powerful.
She's just too powerful, and she's too angry with these big old meanies.
Sometimes the spirit of Christmas is found in anger.
Righteous anger.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that takes us back to you, Pearl.
Really?
Yes, because that was both of their turns, and they
Right.
both missed on their turns when they were trying to hit Zilla.
Is it okay if I try to hit the sleigh again?
You can attempt to hit the sleigh again.
And you said it's just flat?
It's just a flat roll.
It's
because
another
you,
7.
Another 7? Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll your flamethrower damage.
Oh, yeah. 15.
Okay, 15 double 30 points of damage. The sled looks very bad and like it is barely going to be able to make it off the ground.
Great.
But
No.
at the end of your turn, that takes us to the top of round 4. After 3 rounds completed, the sled, sputtering and barely able to lift off, does go up into the air. But it appears to be going slower than it would have otherwise. At the same time, coming around the corner is Randy and Claire and Kringle.
Hit that sled!
As-
have insurance! It's the holidays!
As you are yelling that at them at the top of the round, you all hop onto the Sawsbuck and Weirdeer, and it is Luca's turn to start off with. He can begin to give chase, but right now it looks as though the Colossal are blocking the... They're going to try to block you from taking off.
They be blocking everything. All right, we'll just bulldoze them away. I'm so glad I'm rolling so well for Luca right now. Because he's way more effective than I am in this fight. 13.
13, yeah, great. Is that another strong style bulldoze?
No, it is, because we're done with these suckers.
All right, go ahead and roll that 4d6 plus 8.
15?
15, great. So that's going to be, goodness gracious. So that's going to be 9 doubled to 18 points of damage, which is still going to be enough that both of them, both of the Colossal are knocked out. Azilla has effectively soloed them.
Yes!
Leaving Luca open and clear to attempt to pursue, and for you to go even further, since he had to use, kind of part of his action. He's up in the air with Zilla having hopped onto the back of Claire as well. But you and Randy are going to be able to follow, as well as Danny atop of Kringle. So that was Luca's turn. The Colossal are no more, and the Iron Bundle is busy, it appears, just doing maintenance. You see that there's some stuff falling out of the back of this mechanical sleigh, but that is going to take us to your turn because the Colossal are out of the fight.
So is it just foolish of me to hit the sleigh again?
It is not foolish of you to attempt to hit the sleigh. No, not at all.
Okay, I want to hit the sleigh again. Because
Okay.
it's just like hovering. It's lifted.
The sleigh
It's
is
going-
going slower than you assume that it would have if it hasn't taken over 50 points of fire damage. It looks bad.
Okay, great.
But it's like it has gotten a head start on you guys, but it doesn't seem like it is zipping ahead the same way that it would be otherwise. But
wanna
it's gotten a head start, so you're having to catch
that
up.
Sucker.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh my gosh. 2 6s.
2 6s. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and just roll that 8d6
Yes!
for your flamethrower damage.
Nothing says Christmas to me more than a holiday flamethrower. I love those JINGLE dice. 28 plus 7 is 35.
35 double to 70 points. Yeah, okay, you've done enough damage to the sled at this point. Yeah, over 100 now.
Yeah.
The sled comes crashing to the ground, so it got a good little chunk of the ways up in the air, but just from another flamethrower from Muck, who I think doesn't even leave the ground, because how would he even fit on Randy? But just from the ground,
Totally doesn't.
Petrie just rips a massive fart in this flamethrower and goes up into the air and hits the sleigh, which falls with a crash and a bit of an explosion on the ground as now the Iron Bundle just crawls out of the wreckage but looks prepared to try to defend itself as Danny
quit.
comes up and says, "It's time to go to sleep there, big guy."
Nice. I've never been so happy to see Santa's sleigh crash in my life.
So that was your turn. At the bottom of initiative here, I'm just going to add in the Iron Bundle,
Yeah, you didn't want to fight us, and now you have to. Suck it up, Buttercup.
as it now says,
Engaging self-defense protocol. Take this.
Danny, you want to tell us what you built?
Well, he's got self-defense protocol.
What type is he?
It's ice and water.
Oh, gosh, Danny.
but it goes,
Self-awareness.
the Iron Bundle actually opens up just like a big hole in its torso and launches a present at Petrie as it uses present.
Incoming!
Oh, and it rolled for the big damage on Present, so that's going to be 5d6
no.
damage. As Present does something different on whenever you use it, depending on what you roll on a 1d6, and it rolled the big damage one.
Ooh. This is not a present I want.
So that is going to be 23 minus Petrie's defense there, so it's going to be 18 points of damage to Petrie as this Present just explodes against the muck. That is the Iron Bundle's turn. As it is now grounded, it is then Luca's turn as Danny shouts out, you gotta knock it out so that I can insert the jump drive and put it in the pond.
Yeah, we got it. But what did you make?
I made a big robot bird. I don't know what you want me to say. Well, it's not a big, it's about the size as me. I tried to make it, nice and handsome and lifelike.
Oh my gosh. Let's try Stealth Rock Strong Style.
Okay, a strong style stealth rock. So Larvitar just throws out these pointed stones towards the Iron Bundle. Go ahead and roll to hit.
10.
That is going to be a full success. So roll that 4d6 plus 8.
26.
26 points. Nice. Minus his defense, that's going to be 21, double to 42 points. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And these pointed stones continue to fly in the air around the Iron Bundle, jabbing in as Zilla just...
Larvitar! Now, and another thing for you! You better listen up, because I got the most beef with you out of all of them!
That is Luca's turn, as that was 41 points of damage to the Iron Bundle.
Oh my gosh. Zilla is such a power trip, and I love it.
And the bundle looks rough after that, as it
Good.
says,
You don't understand. I must save Christmas.
You're destroying it!
that is going to take us to your turn, Pearl.
Okay, let's try a Venice Shock Strong Style.
Okay, going to try a strong style Veno Shock. Go ahead and roll to hit.
9.
9, that's a mixed success. So strong style, that's going to be 6d6 plus 5.
25.
25 points of damage. So that is going to be 22 points of poison damage with 22 points. Pearl,
Whoa.
how does Petrie set up Danny Delibird by defeating the Iron Bundle so that Danny can incapacitate it to put it in the item pod?
Whoa. I think what happens is very simple. We don't need to, overproduce Christmas. I think Petrie looks at Zilla and the passion and fire in her eyes that she's been carrying this whole fight. And we hear a little doo doo, behind sensitive music behind him. Yeah. And it's so beautiful, her passion for Christmas, that it just makes him have to have acid reflux.
It's so sweet it makes him puke.
Yeah, it's so sweet it makes him puke. And so he just pounds his heart to her and then pukes.
Nice. And he covers the Iron Bundle in this awful sticky sludge from the Veno Shock. And as the Alpha Muck does so, there's a moment that the Iron Bundle is from the goo, it can't quite move so much. Its gears are all gummed up. And Danny runs forward and he says, "All right, take this, you big lug nut." And he sticks the Thunderwave jump drive into the Iron Bundle, which shocks it, incapacitating it. And then he takes out this item capsule, which looks suspiciously like a Christmassy Pokeball, and boops it with it and sucks the Iron Bundle into it, which in his hand shakes once, shakes twice, shakes a third time,
We all put our hands on it and make sure it clicks.
and clicks.
Yes! We did it!
Oh, thank you so much.
Wow, Zilla, you are the most Christmassy Pokemon I never knew.
Larvitar!
That's right.
I did it for Elmer!
I know you did. That's very kind. You're a good
She loves
friend.
Christmas crafts! We can't have crafts if there's no Christmas!
You're right. We can't. It doesn't work for any other holiday, does it? Well, don't worry. I'll make sure Elmer gets lots of Christmas crafts this year.
Thank you, I appreciate it!
I didn't know we could talk so much, and I love it.
Larvitar?
Okay, Danny, you sure that thing's closed up?
It's closed. It's locked up. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, dear God, what have I done? And I look at the sleigh. Oh, no! How are you going to fly this thing?
Well, that's a good question.
Do
I
you
see
have
you took my.
insurance?
Yeah, I got insurance. I got
Okay.
insurance. It's a company car, though, so that's going to be a whole thing.
no.
But
And
it
then-
was just a regular sleigh, though, and
then-
it ran on magic. But then it runs on it's chrome, and it's also exploded. So
And then can all the little ones that we rescue start to like come up to the roof and fix it?
They can start to fix it. You see that there's one. Just roll 2d6. Just a flat 2d6.
Oh wow, it's a flat 12.
A flat 12. You see that there's a
Of all the timing.
of all the timing. Use it now.
Use it now for the sled because if we don't get this up and running, then we still don't have Christmas.
Great. So all of the baby Pokemon in their various elf costumes and everything are walking up, and you see that one of them, who appears to be the head elf. You tell me which Pokemon, because you rolled a nat 12. You pick which one. What kind of Pokemon is the head
Well,
elf?
their name is Bernard.
Well, obviously his name is Bernard.
Okay, great. It's this one. I don't know how to say it.
Oh,
Don't make me say it on the podcast.
a Bagon?
Yeah, it's a Bagon.
Bernard the Bagon?
It looks like his hat.
Okay, so Bernard the Bagon steps up, and after a moment of just checking things out, I'm just gonna roll for the elves. After a cursory glance at this absolutely just demolished sleigh, Bernard says, "Well, boss, I think that we can get it back, but I don't think we're gonna have it tonight. It's gonna be a
But
full."
it's Christmas Eve.
Well, I know, but there's only so much we can do. I mean, this thing's completely wrecked. It's
Well,
completely
don't you
destroyed.
have some magic? Where's your snow globe?
I think we may be able to help.
Kringle says. Kringle says,
Why, if you need some assistance making those deliveries, I believe we could be of some help.
The old-fashioned way. The pioneers used to ride these babies.
"For miles, that's right." "And it may be snowy tonight and a little bit cloudy, but I could guide us through the night because I know Flash."
Perfect.
All
Just
right.
watch out for Bumble.
Right, yeah, no, I got beef with that guy, but that's a problem for next Christmas.
Danny!
Hey, Pearl and Luca, I'll tell you what. You guys helped me out so much. You want to go deliver presents with me this year?
Really?
Yeah, really.
Danny, I'm sorry for every mean thing I've said to you in this episode. Let's do it. Come on, Sealy.
So you hop on to Randy and Claire and Kringle, and before you disembark, Danny says,
No, I didn't forget that I told you I'd give you something special if you all were able to help me out. And, well, these were going to be your presents regardless, to be honest. But I think it only makes sense to give it to you early. This is very special gifts all the way from the Hoenn region.
Ooh.
and so he
That's
hands
where all of our guests are from.
from Hoenn.
Yeah.
No, Bugcatcher Oliver was from Kanto.
I just want to say that I know geography.
Oh, sure. But
I've been studying, she says to Danny.
Well, maybe study a little bit more.
But he hands you each these very special presents coming all the way from the Hoenn region. He hands you an Agronite, and he hands Luca a Gardevoirite.
Ooh.
Now, these are very special. I know each of you got somebody who can use that someday. So, train your Pokemon. Have fun with that. You all ready to make the deliveries?
You know it. Hold on. How many Pokemon can we fit in here?
Into what?
I mean, is Sealy okay?
Hey, can we get the backup one? I know it's like, we keep it in the garage and it's not in the best of shape, but we can at least hook something up so they can ride along.
You got it, boss.
And so they bring out like the rickety old sleigh, and they hook it up to Kringle and Randy and Claire, so that Sealy and Toofus can ride in that while you all actually ride on the
And
reindeer.
then can Elmer and Zilla?
Absolutely. Everybody piles in.
Elmer gives Zilla the biggest hug.
She does. And with a sleigh full of Pokemon and Danny's sack of presents, and you all riding on these magical Poke reindeer off into the night, that is where we will end this episode.
It's the Delibird season.
The Delibird season!
And Hoop-de-Doop and Hickory Dock. Pearl and Luca are on the clock, 'cause just exactly at 12 o'clock, we'll be coming down with Christmas presents.
Postcard from Pearl and Quest Company Jr.
Postcards from Pearl is a fan-made podcast and is not affiliated with Nintendo, Game Freak, or the Pokemon Company.